Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with a very exciting video. I haven't filmed one of these or even been in this planner in a really long time, but with the start of 2025 approaching, I got really excited to set up and kind of have a planner stack for myself and decided to set up this A5 rings planner. This cover is actually from Aura Estelle, and it is part of their, this is like a really old collection. It was their tweed planners collection. I actually got this, I want to say in like 2020, and I'm really glad that I kept it all this time because it is now going to be the planner or the cover that I use until the end of this year, 2024. At first I was going to start setting up for 2025, but I thought there's still 2 whole months in 2024. I should probably set something up for that. So I might end up changing. Actually, I do think I am going to change into my LVGM agenda, which is also an A5 size, and that's actually been in my garage for a few years. So I'm gonna pull that out of storage, and that's going to be my 2025 planner. So definitely stay tuned for future setup videos in that planner because I'm definitely going to be switching out the layout. But I wanted to show you guys what I have so far, just to give you maybe some inspiration if you want to wait until 2025. This is your reminder that you don't have to wait until the year starts to plan or set something up for yourself. It has actually brought me a lot of joy. I really enjoy the setup that I have here, and I have sneaked it a little bit on my Instagram, so I thought I should probably make a video because I've been really into watching these types of videos, like flip through setup videos. I'm always interested to see what people have in their setup. So there's a lot of different things in here. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So like I mentioned, this is an A5 rings agenda, and the stuff that I have in here, most of them are things that I had in my collection, which is something that I wanted to do from the beginning of this year, is to use up the things that I have in my collection instead of buying more stuff. I do have a few new inserts in here, but for the most part these are things that I've already had and I just updated, and everything just went together. As you guys can see, there's a theme going on here with all the pinks going with like the black and the white, and my LVGM agenda setup is going to be completely different. It's most likely going to be like gold, brown, nudes, and I have a few inserts that will go in there too. So some of these inserts I will be transferring to that planner, but for the most part these are the inserts that I'm using right now. I just set this up actually in the beginning of November, so this is all fresh and new. Starting off with the pockets here, I just have a bunch of stuff that I had in my collection. So like this, I believe it was like a freebie card. It says "I am so freaking proud" from the Fox and Pip. These two were old like freebies that I got from Bloom Paper Studio. This one just says "the hard work puts you where the good luck can find you," and then this one says "control yourself, alter your thinking, and delete negativity." This is a little cute Ollie leopard clip, which when I found this in my collection, it brought me so much joy because I used to love using this clip and I just love leopards, so I wanted to add it in here. And then I have this cute little kitty from, I believe, Little Miss Daisy Rose on Etsy. It's just a little paper clip. So I have her there, and then I have these 2 sticky notes, which might seem a little excessive, but I just thought they went great with the setup and I rarely use them, so I thought I would get some use out of these if I put them in there. They're both from the Fox and Pip. I'm not sure if she still has these on her site, but this one was just part of the Luxe collection. Let me know if you guys remember this Luxe collection that the Fox and Pip had with a bunch of other shops in the planner community, and this is just like a Instagram post sticky notes. So I'm just putting these in here, and I think it gives it a nice little touch, little extra pink touch. So that's where those 2 live right now. Next, I have these dividers, which I got from a shop on Etsy. I will try to leave a link down below if the shop is still open, but a lot of these shops I've noticed have closed within the past like year or few years, which is pretty sad because some of these things I would like to get more of and I can't. So if you know specific shops that sell things, definitely comment down below because I'm sure many of us would be interested to know. I know for sure like Cloth and Paper would have these types of dividers and other like planner stationery websites, but I actually made these divider headers for myself. So I customized them, foiled them with silver foil to match the rings here, and I'll just go through each section. So I have 5 of them here. The first one is 2025. I am keeping the beginning of my 2025 insert in here just because that's what I started with, thinking that I would just wait until 2025 to use it. But then I started finding all these really cute like silver and like pink items that I would like to use before 2025. So for now, this is my small 2025 section, which I will show you guys what's in there. I'll show you everything, of course. And I have a weekly section, a section for content, one for personal, and then the last one for list. And then at the bottom here, I also made myself some other dividers with these. I believe these are Avery Ultra tabs, I think they're called, in like a rose gold. I will make sure to link these down below, but I got these from Amazon a long time ago and they still do sell these, and I just made other headers for this. This bottom one says goals, daily, and tasks, and I'll show you guys once we get to that point what each of them have. I think I have perfected this for the last 2 months of the year and I'm really happy about it. So let's go ahead and go through it. After the first 2025 divider here, I have an acetate, once again that Fox and Pip collab. I think this is from Sparkly Paper Co. And I actually went to her website and I noticed that she still had these up. I'm guessing she still sells these. And this one has like a pink hollow, which I love. It goes with everything in this planner. Then I have this cover that says 2025, Trust the Seeds You're Planting, from May Paper Co. I have a lot of these covers from May Paper Co. that I really enjoy. And this one is just the one that I'm using for 2025. I like it, and I love what it says in the back here too, the believe in the whole process of, you know, trusting the seeds you're planting and then reaping what you sow in the future. Then the actual inserts that I'm going to be using for the most part are these 2025 Rosy Puppetry inserts. These are dated inserts, so they come with, I can show you every single one, a cover, then it has the This Planner Belongs To page with the quote, I'm creating the life of my dreams, a little 2025 calendar overview, and then the perpetual calendar. And here I was thinking of noting like appointments, big events, birthdays, and trips, things like that. So you get, of course, every single month. Then after this, you get your quarterly, monthly pages. And in here, I was thinking of writing like new releases for my shop, or my sticker, or my jewelry shops, sales, and pop-ups that I may have, because right now is the holiday season, and if you don't know, I have a jewelry store, an online jewelry store called Rosa Jewels. So there's a lot of pop-ups that I'm going to, and will probably be going to like for holidays. So I wanted to make sure to have a spot to put all of that in here. So that's what I'm going to be using, these like quarterly inserts. And you have a note page, and then it goes into the monthly view, which I have used this layout before. It has your month on 2 page. So you have your month, and then it has a few lists like goals, to buy, pay section, notes, important dates, and to do. And I like that it has the calendar like for the month before and after. So you get your monthly view, and then it jumps straight into the weekly view, which this is an hourly weekly. So you get from 6 a.m. all the way to 10 from Monday through Friday, and then you get 2 small sections for Saturday and Sunday. What I really like about this is that it has a lot of things without it being too much, I feel like. This planner is definitely not going to be a planner that I use a ton of stickers in. I might use some like transparent dots here and there, but this is definitely different than the way that I plan in my Erin Condren vertical. If you guys have seen those videos, it's definitely a different style of planning, but I'm excited to kind of switch things up and see what works the best. So you have here a section for priorities, your to-dos, a tracker, habit tracker, notes, and I like that it has a next week because I'm always thinking of like what needs to get done the next week. So you get the full month, and I only printed out up until I believe March because I didn't want to bulk this planner up too much. I was going to print the whole thing, but since we're not in 2025, there was really no need for me to print them all. I did, by the way, print and cut most of these inserts. There might have been like one insert that I didn't, that I actually bought, but for the most part I like to print and cut at home because I have all the materials necessary for it, so it just makes more sense budget wise. So I printed all the way until the month of March. Then I have this like jelly divider, this pink jelly divider from Cat Espresso, which I'm trying to not give you guys a glare, but in here it has a bigger pocket for like bigger stickers. So I have a ton of like transparent dots and just like other dots. Have some like stickers from the Fox and Pip in here. And then in these small little pockets, which I really like that it has both of them, I have smaller foiled sticker sheets for my shop. So here I have some like date dots that I'm using. Like I mentioned, made some headers for myself, so I put them in here. I think I have like probably an icon, yeah, a workout icon in here. So these fit pretty nicely in these pockets, and I'm only using a few stickers, as you guys can see here. So that's where I'm keeping them. So that was basically the 2025 section of my planner. And now we're moving on to the weekly. For the weekly, I printed out these dashboards from a shop that is no longer open, so I almost didn't include this in this video, but at first I printed it to go into my LV planner since it's neutral. It's from Jasenia Printables, which if anybody knows what Jasenia Printables is, let me know because I would love to get some of her printables. I mean, I hope she's doing good. I know there's a lot of people in the planner community that miss her and her inserts, me being one of them. So I have a ton of just like files from inserts I've purchased in the past, and this was just one of them. I have, I think, a cover for a few. So yeah, as you guys can see, I have that same cover with different titles. So this was my weekly, so I printed that out. And then I have this sticky note that was a freebie that I printed out from Plan with B. I really liked Plan with B. She has a lot of freebies on her website. If you guys print your inserts at home, definitely check her out. This is just a little brain dump sticky note that I printed on just like white sticky notes that I had. So it has a section for to do, to call, to buy, and to schedule, which I really like. So I just put that in the front just to remind me to write it in my planner. And then I went ahead and printed out those rosy inserts again. But this time, well, I printed out November and December, and then I just whited out the numbers and just added my own date dots because I just thought that I would use the inserts before I committed to using them in 2025. And honestly, so far so good. I really like them. This is essentially the setup of how all the months will look. Very minimal pen and paper, and I really like it. So once again, we have goals, to buy, notes, important dates, the monthly view with all of like the activities and things going on in my life, like appointments. I have pop-ups, I have a concert I'm going to, some new releases for my sticker shop, and then like some to-dos here. So this is how a filled out month looks like for the most part. I did fill this out in the beginning of the month, of course, so if anything else comes up, I'll go ahead and add it, but this looks pretty good to me. So after this, I wanted to also use the weeklies. This is the way that I'm using these. I just went ahead and whited out the numbers and added some date dots. As you guys can see, this is the hourly here. I wrote in some priorities, some to-dos. What this, I guess, was kind of missing for me personally was kind of like a weekly list. So I like to, of course, plan my dinners because I make dinner at home. And of course, this is just a me thing. But I just wrote in my dinners on a sticky note and just stuck it there. And that worked out in that little section. And then I have my trackers. I did use a cute sticker here to mark the Mariah Carey concert I'm going to later this week. And then as you guys can see, some cute little transparent dots for my shop and a little workout icon for Pilates on Saturday. So very minimal, very cute. Definitely a change from the way that I've been planning in my other planners. So I really like it. I mean, this is just the first week that I started back to planning. So as you guys can see how it looks. And I only printed out in November just to have a little trial run with the inserts. So after this section, I went ahead and added one of these sheets, these daily routine sheets, because it's something that I'm really working on this last quarter of the year, is setting up a good routine for myself and like my family. So this one I really like. I'm not sure where I got these inserts. I think it might be from my shop on Etsy. It just has a section for morning routine, afternoon routine, and evening routine. And I really like how I can break those things up because my son, he takes 2 naps a day, so I can write that in, and then I have to do things in between his naps, which, yeah. So I started this in the very beginning of November, and then this is the week that we're actually in, which I really like. And then we have the little tab for goals here, which I don't want to be too excessive, especially because it's only the end of the year, but I still wanted to implement some things and write them down so that I can keep track of that. I do film monthly reset videos, so this is like important for me and what I want to get done each month and the goals that I set out for myself. So in here I have some quarterly like goals, quarterly plan insert. And I believe this is also from the same shop as the daily routine. Yeah, because it has the same font. I printed them out this way so that we have 2024, the last quarter, so October, November, and December will go in here. And I like how it has goals for this quarter, so I wrote them out, which my number one goal right now is to finish my 2025 planning system, which I'm pretty much done with it, I feel like now. So I'm excited. I'll show you guys a whole planner lineup video later on my channel. So that's that. And then you have sections for action plan, tasks, and you can write down if there's a deadline for it. So I wrote out those things for October, and then I have some for November, and then I'll write in December. So far so good, I think, with these inserts. We will go ahead and see. I'll definitely update you guys. Now after this section, we go into some other weekly inserts. These weekly inserts I actually got prior to me coming up with the idea of using the rosy ones this year. So if there's things that kind of overlap, that's why. These are different. So if you're looking for different weekly inserts, these are also from Rosie, but completely different layout. So let's talk about this dashboard because I 100% did not remember the shop that I got this from. But I think I got it off of Etsy, and once again it goes with the setup, so I thought I would include it in here. Then I have these like hourly sticky notes from Erin Condren. I think they were part of like the Neutrals collection, and this is just what I wrote for a day. I think it might have been Sunday. You guys can see this weekly layout is very, very minimal, so I like that it has space for like maybe 1, 2, or 3 things that you can write per day, but I thought I would write just one specific thing per day. Like on Monday we had to wash all of our laundry, then my son was at his grandma's, 31st was Halloween, LA Dodgers won the World Series, and just things like that. I really like that about this insert. And then you have a section for to-dos, you still have a habit tracker, and then a section for notes. This is another insert that I feel like you can try out if you don't like the whole hourly being very detailed per day or don't have much time to plan. I feel like this is a good one. I'm still going to be using this just because I like the layout and I started with these, so I just wanted to show you guys a week in this insert. After that, I have, once again, more of those daily routines in between the weekly, because that's what I'm using alongside. So I've really been enjoying these inserts quite a bit so far. Now the last insert that I almost didn't show you guys, but I'm just going to show you guys because I had them and I'm using them. These are weekly like fall inserts from Designer Printables, which again, she's closed so you can't get these, but I had these in my computer and I printed them out because it's fall. I only printed out enough for the month of November. This is a different layout, which a lot of planner shops have this layout as well. It's just not going to be the same exact thing. So it's a week on one page. So you have the days of the week, to-do section, and then a grid page to write whatever you want in there. I can show you guys what I did or what I'm doing for this week. For these inserts, since I didn't have a specific place for my shop items I decided to make this kind of like a shop thing without going over what I've already done in the other weekly sections. So I do still have like main things going on this week, but then for the most part they're shop to-dos. I have a list of things I need to design for January releases. And then I even have a little, like a sneak peek posted with all of the freebies that I'm going to be offering in my shop for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So I just wanted to get myself organized in this way for the shop. And I think this is a great way of doing so. Would I recommend you having different inserts for every section of your life? It depends, I guess. But for me, this is working so far. But I mean, it is only the first week, so I can update you guys if it keeps working, and you guys will see it probably if I end up doing something similar for 2025. But those are for the shop. Then the next section is one for content, which I actually had this section in a half letter, I believe in 2023, and I really enjoyed it, so I thought I would bring it back in A5, which I just realized that A5 and half letter is basically the same size if you really think about it. I don't know how I just came to that realization when I noticed that I could use my half letter inserts in here, but that's besides the point. So for content, I have another one of these covers from May Paper Co. This one says, "Is what you're doing today getting you closer to where you want to be tomorrow? What's this? Ask yourself." This was nice for, you know, the content. Then I have another one of these content management dashboards that I just printed on regular paper, and then I have some of these posted to-do post-its that I got from Target. Now in here I have a few inserts, and I'm thinking of adding a few more as the time goes by. I wish I would have brought one that's already filled in, but this is a social media calendar from Decorative paper. And this one's really nice because it has a key, so you can mark a color per social media. So you have Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest, Twitter, TikTok, and blog. And then you have empty spaces for you to write other things. Like I would probably write different things between like reels and posts, or like shorts and long form content. And then you have the days of the week. So I like this because I can write in the videos that I upload, and I think I will separate these from short form content and long form content, so like reels and TikToks, shorts, and then like actual like long form YouTube videos. I will probably do that. I think that's the idea that I have. So I like this. I have used it before, so I know that I will enjoy it. But I will also say that I just got a template on Notion for content management, which is funny because for the most part I've always been like a pen and paper planner type of gal, but prior to these inserts I really wasn't doing much between like the last time that I used them and now, and I really want to get serious about like my content, which is one of my goals for this end of the year. And then I have these inserts from May Paper Co. It's just a projects list, so I thought I would write in video ideas, not necessarily video ideas, but videos that I want to make sure to film for my channel and get up. So I have one right now, which is an on Decorate with me. I have this insert, and then I have these like weekly inserts, but they're mainly just to-do lists for each day of the week. And these are from a shop on Etsy called Haru Plans. I really like these inserts actually. Let me show you guys some blank ones. And this is for content, so if I have to take a picture, post, film a video, specific things, edit, film, upload, all that, I can go ahead and write it in, which usually would take most of my to-do section for like a regular week. Definitely want to be more organized with all sections of my life and give them all a spot. I really feel like this will be good for me, so then that way I don't get super stressed out or overwhelmed, because there's a lot of things going on in my life, as you guys can see. So I just have a few of them until the end of the year. And then these are the only actual inserts that I've purchased rather than printed at home, and these are from Cloth and Paper. I used to have these in my other planner actually. They're the project management sheets, and these I think are perfect for if you are having a collaboration with a brand. These are perfect. So you have a section for who you're in contact or who the collab is with, content overview, due date, the tasks, deliverables, project result, and a little timeline, and even a section for you to put down your ideas for that. So I have worked with brands in the past and I've enjoyed using this layout. So since I still have these, I thought I would use them. And that's at the end of my content section. Then I have this acetate also from Sparkly Paper Co., I want to say, with a little daily tab, because I had these inserts already printed and I just decided to add them and use them up because I don't know when else I would. So these are also from Jasenia's Printables. They are basically dailies, and this is how they look. They have your to-do list and then like a grid box too for you to write something in there. This is what I have for last week. This is when they started. I don't think I will be using these after I'm done, but I thought I would just use them since I had them. I do like, you know, that I can just write those in, but I think I like these better because it's all together rather than separate. I definitely needed a tab because I kept forgetting to fill them out. So I'm glad I used and I made these little bottom tabs as well. Now for the next section, I have a personal section, which at first I wanted it to be more like self-care type of thing, but I have added other stuff in here. I'm still thinking of what else I can add. So if you have like your favorite self-care inserts, definitely let me know, because I am definitely all about that, especially right now that I am a mom to a toddler while being pregnant. So soon have 2 babies. So personal, I have another one of these acetates from the Fox and Pip and Sparkly Paper Co. Another dashboard from May Paper Co. that says make yourself a priority. And then another one of these dashboards which say personal. This might be a little repetitive. I actually had these dashboards before remembering that I had these in my half letter, so that's why I have 2 of them, but I'm probably going to take one of them out. Now in here I have another one of these projects list sheets, and this one's going to be very specific to the things that I want to get done for myself. So I've been saying, number 1 right now, I've been saying that I want to get my son Vito's 1-year scrapbook done, which I pretty much have everything. Like I got the pictures done and things like that. I just need to sit down and get to it, and I want to film a video on that too, so that's why it's taking me a little bit longer, because I need to plan that out. But I definitely want to do that. I feel like that would bring me a lot of joy, and I love crafting, so that's that. So anything that I want to get done, any projects, will go in here. Then I have this reading list insert, because what I've really gotten into the past like 2 months is reading, and as you guys can see, I love this layout because you can put your date, book title, author, and your rating. I've seen other layouts for like reading logs, reading lists, but I wanted to try this one out first because it was the most minimal, and I feel like I'm already doing so much in my planner that I need to just do things minimally, so then that way I don't get overwhelmed and then don't fill out my planner. So I really like this one for reading. And then last but not least, in my personal self-care type of section is one for tasks. So I have this vellum with this cute little R-star from the Fox and Pip, and this one has the tasks. This insert I actually really like. It's from a shop called Peanuts Planner Co. And I'm telling you, I've been watching a ton of these videos and I love how people have been using these inserts. So they're task management inserts. There's definitely a bunch of things that I need to get done, but breaking them up by tasks and just writing in what you need to get done for that task, I love it. I love these inserts. So a few things that I need to keep in mind are my January new releases. I have a pop-up for my jewelry shop. I have to get ready for Black Friday or Cyber Monday prep. So I have all the things I need to get done. And then I also have my baby shower coming in December. So as you guys can see, a lot of things that are coming up in my life that need to get organized into the different tasks that I need to do. And this insert is perfect for that. So I have a few of those, and this is probably like the last thing that I added in here, and I feel like it brought everything together. Like everything's great. So those are the last inserts there. And then I have this like pocket folder type of thing that I got from Etsy, and in here I just have more of those sticky notes I made from the Plan with Bee freebie. I'm just keeping them in here. And then I have this, which says you're like really pretty. This was already in here, so I just kept it because it had the pink. I wish I could tell you where this was from, but I don't quite remember, so we're just gonna let that one be. And then last but not least, we have my list section. I just have this dashboard that I taped with some washi tape here that says inhale, exhale, and once again just goes with the setup. So in here I just have a few list and notes inserts. I have these two from Jasenia printables that I had printed out already. This one too, and then I printed this one out that I had in my collection because I thought it went so well with the LV agenda that I have. I just printed it out and then decided to move all my stuff in here, so I'll just be transferring that to the other planner. But I thought this was perfect to write in maybe like video ideas, things that I need to remind myself, lists, and other things that don't necessarily go in any other section. Maybe even like a brain dump. I can go ahead and list them here. So yeah, these are from Annie Plans Printables. And they're once again from that same luxe collection as everything else in my planner is. I'm not sure if she still has these in her shop, but I had them already. So I just printed them out and put them in here. What I am missing is a page lifter, which I think I might have one already in my LV agenda. And it's not too big to the point where it's like ruining the page, so I'm not mad about it. And then I just have these pockets back here, which I'm probably not going to have time to add anything in. But yeah, with that being said, I know I just talked your ears off probably. This is my setup for the end of 2024. And I'm really excited to show you guys what I have in store for 2025. Hopefully I will have that video up by the beginning of December. I just really want to get into the hang of using these inserts now for the month of November and seeing what I like, what I don't like, what I want to add. But so far so good. I love the sections that I have, and once again, I really actually like the bottom tabs that I made here as well. This is just like not only a pretty planner, but a very functional one, which I think I am in need of in this season of my life especially. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, as always, please do not forget to give it a thumbs up, as well as subscribe to my channel if you guys are not subscribed already. And hopefully I will see you guys on my next video. Bye guys!